Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Hardcore Let's Play. Episode 2 here. I got a few things I want to do today, and one of them you can see under my feet right now. I kind of messed around with an idea that I was thinking of when I was standing here of having like a nice, polished, clean block, and then the middle area being a little worn out from walking on it. And I think maybe this is the one I'm going to do for now. Um, Later on, it could be maybe quartz and bone blocks or something like that or calcite or something like that because that stuff's a little cleaner to dirty. I don't know. We'll come up with something, but I think this is a good thing to get now. So I'm gonna do this. We're also going to expand the cows. By that I just mean breed them. Expand the sugarcane as we go throughout the episode, and then I guess we can expand or start rather ourselves a decent farm here. I'm gonna have to get rid of all of the farmers to actually get anything done on my terms. But other than that, oh yeah, and then I want to start on enchanting as well. So that's the couple of things we're gonna do for today. First things first, this floor, just because it's really easy. We only need to replace probably this much of it, I think. Like all the way around here. It's not much. So I'm gonna grab some diorite and then put this down because that's just super simple. Everybody can tell what I'm gonna be doing there. I'll probably need like this was close to a stack, so I'm thinking I'm gonna need like at least, let's say, 5 more or 4 more or something like that. This wasn't quite a stack, so maybe 4. I'll grab like 4 stacks, and then we can come in here and just do quick little patterns as we walk around here. And then we can get going on the other things, which is going to take up more of the episode, considering they take time. The obsidian gathering will be pretty easy, but I do need to breed these guys as I go. And like I said, the wheat's not a huge deal, but I do want to have it going so that when we do run out, we have it. But these guys, I'll breed them every time I walk by here because we should be working in this area the entire time. So by the end of the episode, I might have a decent chunk of cows. But we'll see about that. Let me run down here and get some diorite real quickly. I probably have to go to a different spot, a couple different places. All right, so now I got the 4 stacks here. Let's go ahead and make. I mean, the bulk of it's going to be the polish, but I'll just start with 2 just so I know I have some wiggle room there. And then we'll go ahead and change all of this, including that pressure plate spot. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just cover everything with the polished, and then I'll go back and break it up. Uh, I mean, I can do like stuff like let me go ahead and just do this real quick. Like that's not necessary. Like this is gonna have to just be a straight one because I feel like this is gonna be the most walked on area. I had an idea of like making it so that the further out here you go, um, the less like the more sporadic it gets. That's why like here it's pretty heavy because I'm gonna be walking back and forth in this area quite a bit and maybe to the bed too. But as you come out here, it can like spread out maybe a bit more because I might not come out here as much. There'll probably be reasons to come back here since it's gonna be potentially a long-term base, but yeah, so we're gonna just break up all of this and put down the polished stuff and pretty simple. I'm not really gonna change the walls too much. I might get rid of like I might make it clean by having like just stone and then later on we can maybe put in some accents with like wood and stuff. But I'm not gonna mess with that right this minute. Just want to get this floor done because it looks not not too good. And then maybe get rid of that gravel too, because I don't like the gravel. The dirt, I don't like the dirt either, but it doesn't bother me as bad. Maybe on the walls. I think a lot of these things that I want to do is going to get easier once we have enchants and start like getting stuff like that done. So I do want to focus on that, especially considering I was kind of starting to get used to having like OP tools, and now I'm back into the early game a lot sooner than I'd expect to be, at least for this series anyway. Um, but yeah, so we're just gonna do this all the way around. I like how this looks quite a bit. I might actually like muddy this up a little bit more here. And then we're gonna have like, let's do a direct path up to the bed. Yeah, I can like make it a little rough just so it doesn't look so nice and neat. Like a straight path. There, that works. And the rest of it can be polished. And then same thing here. And then I guess I'll go ahead. I don't know how much I'm going to need. That's not a stack, but I'm going to just throw a stack of cobble in here since I have it. And I have the... Why do I keep doing that? I have it right there. Oh, yeah, and I want to do this, too, because I forgot to do this in the last episode. So we're going to go ahead and throw these out here. Just in a couple. Nope, that's not... Where rocks don't sit on the side of blocks. Yeah, we're not going to... There, and maybe there. That's good. Just a little bit of something. If I can get some dead bushes, that'd be kind of nice to throw, like, maybe a couple of them. Maybe, like, on top of the wheat if it does that. I don't know if it goes on wheat. Maybe on the gravel. I'm not sure. But I would like to do that. Not dead bushes. Like the sand grass. Or whatever. It's like dead grass. But yeah, we'll go ahead and let this smelt while we put the rest of this down. And then I'm going to go ahead and just make that because I think I'm done with it anyway. And then get this. And yeah. As far as what's considered the floor, this would be considered the floor. And all the way around. Which is kind of nice that I did the bottom now. I can easily see where I need to put blocks, so that's good. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just pop this real quick. You guys know exactly what I'm going to be doing. And then we can throw this stuff on the wall and get going on the other objectives for today right after this. All right, that did not take long at all. One thing I do want to do that I didn't mention is we're going to throw up some lanterns around just because I feel like it would look a lot better. I would prefer them to be on top of things around the cave since it's like a cave vibe. So let's just make, I don't know, make like 10 of them or something. I don't know how many torches we have around, but it's not too many. I'll make those. We'll go ahead and make some more torches if I can. There we go. Bam. And there we go. Beautiful. And then, yeah, we'll throw that in. And, oops. Yeah, that way, this just looks a little bit better. I feel like it will look. So we're going to throw, like, I don't know. Not chest, obviously. Let's throw down some barrels around here. Where I can, anyway. I don't know how much of it. Yeah, I don't have too much here, but we'll take what we can. I want to have, like, you know, actual storage going on. So, these will just be decorative, possibly. And I need to keep villagers away from this place as well, so they don't come in here and use the barrels for stuff. But I guess I'll just, like, throw these around just to have... Maybe those can be, like, specific junk ones. I don't know. But I'll throw that there. And then have this one here. I mean, we could have them hanging from somewhere, but I feel like it just won't fit. I don't know. But we can do it for now, because we like, really can't do anything with this spot. And then here, here, and here. I feel like we may not need all of those. We could... I don't know. What do we have for... Can you make, like... You can't do polished stairs. Oh, you can. Let's try something with the polished stairs. Not sure if we can... Something like that. That does not work. That's not right at all. Wait, I thought that... Wait, why is this not working? Can I do this? There we go. Yeah, we'll just throw that on the ground then. That's... that works, I guess. And then... I don't know, probably this... Let's do the same thing here. Break that. Bam. Bam. And that looks good. I think it's lit up enough in here to keep mobs out and stuff. So let me get rid of the gravel here in the wall. And I think we should be getting close on having enough here. Glad I just checked that. Because I don't think we need a stack, but probably needed something close to it. I want to get rid of this. It looks nasty. I like gravel. It's a really nice block, and it's a lot better than it used to be, but it does... it is not something I want inside. Along with the dirt block, of course, too, but... I got time for all that right now. We'll clean up the things that I'm going to notice. I don't often look at the ceilings, to be honest. But, yeah, I'll throw that there. I want us to keep it, like, these random curves that's going on here. And then bam, 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 bam. Perfect. All right. Cannot complain. That looks pretty good. So, yeah, we got this set up. We got a bunch of junk chests here. well, barrels, I suppose. And I'm actually going to break this one so it doesn't all look like it's facing me that way. There we go. And we got some backups of those. Um, yeah, let me empty some of this stuff and then we can get going on a couple other projects. I could probably breed the cows again. Keep a stack of this on me. So we'll go check that first thing. And then let's get rid of like the rest of this stuff. I don't really need any of it right now. Perfect. 1 sec. All right. Oh, it's already nighttime again. Okay, I'll have to go to sleep. Bam. All right, so let's go check on the cows. Grab this. I do have all of the, I could just make that all hay bales, right? Yeah. Hay bales. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I shouldn't have done. I mean, it takes up 2 slots anyway, I suppose. Yeah, let's go ahead and feed these guys. I don't know if the baby will be grown up, but hopefully it has, and then we can have 2 sets to. Nope, not yet. All right, you guys have some more fun. Yeah, that's actually going pretty quickly. They should be. Yeah, we should be getting somewhere soon, and then we'll expand this as we go. And then we'll go ahead and make ourselves a little wheat field. Doesn't need to be huge, but I do want to have stuff get replenished as we go on. So I'll throw that there. And then this doesn't need to be like anything crazy right now. You just have the any dirt on me? Yeah, we'll just have the sugarcane around like this. We don't need anything super efficient at the moment. Bam, bam, bam. That is enough for me and a few more. All right, cool. Yeah, let's get, I'll keep it down here, like I said, and I'll run around making sure that there's no other plots for those guys to be able to come over and break my stuff. I don't want them taking my crops. I need those. So we'll make sure those guys cannot do that. We have an infinite water source for once, right near us, so that's good. And then all we have to worry about is cleaning this up, which is kind of annoying, but not too bad. I kind of wish they had it so that, like in Stardew Valley, you can like uh use your pickaxe to make the tilled stuff go away. That'd be a pretty good tool because it's kind of annoying that when you have these, you have to either break the block or put stuff on top of them. It really isn't the greatest system, but what are you going to do? All right, I'll cover that up too, and we'll use that space. I don't need to go around it. I like to keep curves. I'm not a huge fan of having like the flat wheat field, but I think it'd be a bit unnecessary to have to go around that little hole. So we won't do that. All right, I got some bone meal so we can get a little bit of a head start here on seeds. And then after that, we'll just be waiting around. So let's do... I'm not going to put this in a fence yet or anything like that. I'll just do the typical 1 plot for now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. Of course. Of course it was there. That's fine. All right, and then that. And I don't have a thingamabob. I'll just make a crafting table real quick. We should get some trees around here. All right, we'll just leave that out there. Okay. Why do I need to craft it? Oh yeah, I need it. I need this. All right, there we go. We don't even have enough to fill in more than this. So I don't even know if I'm going to bother getting another plot going. Typically, you can go off of these, like, 1 plots for quite a while before you need anything else. I'd say more than this even might get unnecessary. Alrighty, finish that all the way over here. And I don't like these to look square. Kind of the same reason I don't want things to be flat, but since we're only going to have 1 right now anyway, I'm not going to freak out about trying to make some weird shapes. We'll use the space we have without having an extra water source or anything. And yeah, let's go ahead and just make these grow. Use all the bone meal I can. I have on me. And then we can just have the maximum amount of seeds growing. And once you get to about this point, I feel like you typically can keep up just fine. I need to get a chest out here or a barrel. Probably a chest. just so the villagers don't come over here. And then that way we can put like seeds in the hoe and everything in there. So let me go let me check and see if any of these guys grew up first. Cows honestly take the longest. Once you get sugarcane going, it doesn't take that long. It's mainly down to filling in all the spots. All right, one of you guys have to be ready back here because that one grew up. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, get going. There you go. Perfecto. All right. So yeah, let's go grab some more wood real quick. So I have some. I'll get like a stack of logs keep saying real quick. I'll get a stack of logs, and then we'll come back, continue down. The getting of obsidian for a couple different things is going to be super easy with that there. Otherwise, yeah, we're down to just like expanding stuff. So it's a pretty simple episode, but that's not too. I can't complain about it. All right, we got a bit more than a stack, just a little bit. And some saplings to bring back so I can plant these over by our house. Maybe I don't have to run so far if I need something simple for a crafting recipe. Grab all the ones that fell here and we could just plant those around. I mean, we're not too far from the village. Village is right there, but running all the way over here for something as simple as a chest is a little bit annoying. But while I was doing that, I did think about something because I was like, I wonder where I'm going to put the enchantment table, what kind of build I'm going to do for that. It's been quite a while since I've had a base where I actually have every single thing I need in that base. I don't know if I'm going to specifically make that this base, but at least while we're setting up our first enchantment table, I think what I'm going to do is put it in the back hallway, like in the furthest back point. Because I think that'd be nice to be able to have everything that I need, like, right there without having to run to a different building or what have you, like I usually do in most worlds that I do. So, yeah, we're gonna do that. I think that's where I'm gonna put it when I get it all going. Of course, we do have to wait because we're not gonna have the obsidian's easy, but we do have to, like, get the rest of the stuff going to be able to make enough bookshelves, which is always the biggest problem. And then we already have some lapis. I made it a point to grab that. So I don't want to ruin both of these just in case I need a different one. So we'll just do that. Right, oh, there we go. All right, and then we'll throw this down and grab, what is it going to be, 14? Or actually, I'm going to go inside real quick before I get blown up by a creeper in the middle of mining a block of obsidian. That would not be very fun at all. We'll go to sleep first. I think it's 14, right? 10 for portal. And then 4 more. I believe that's right. So I'm going to grab 14 of those obsidians. I'm definitely not going to make you guys watch that. All right, 14. That took a while. All right, cool. So I'm going to find a spot for a portal. Ideally, just like maybe even here, I guess might be a good spot for it. Yeah, why not? We'll just throw it here. I don't even need to light this right now because we're not going to go in here just yet. But I do want to have it placed down. So we'll do that like so. Beautiful. And then we can put that up whenever we need. Now, I think we did make a couple of books. Or at least I have the stuff to make the books. Yeah, I got this. Don't know why that's in there. All right, we have that. We need paper. We actually don't have any paper yet. So we're waiting for this. We're waiting for... Oh, God. Waiting for this. And I should take this, but I want to completely fill this in before I take anything. And we're waiting for these. These boys. Oh, this is like the worst part about like specifically trying to get stuff enchanted. You're just standing around waiting. Actually, this is like the fastest right now. I mean, we don't need that, but still. We gotta wait for the sugarcane. I mean, I could let this grow and then take it. I should fill in the rest of it so I can like maximize, because I don't even think this is enough to get going on um having like a max bookshelf or anything like that. So what's the point of even making this until we have that? So yeah, and we only have 15 leather as well. So I'm gonna save these for just a moment while we wait for all this stuff. In the meantime, I'm gonna see about having enough space back here because I think I do. I could probably just throw it here where this block is, And then have, yeah, books, books. Yeah, I can have enough space. This is where we're gonna put it, right on this block. That being said, I should replace the block. I don't know if I can even get like a glowing block, but I would like to. Um, or maybe we do want to hop in the nether. Yeah, let me see where we're at. If we can get some easy glowstone or even like some the fungus shroom light thing or whatever it's called, I'm gonna do that. So let me just see where we're at down there. Since we have to wait around here anyway, we might as well get stuff set up, ready to go. Did they change the nether sound for a second? I feel like that was sounded different. Oh, this is the worst biome that it literally could have been. Soul Sand Valley with the basalt. This is a horrible nether spawn. Oh my gosh. The worst. Absolute worst spawn I could possibly get. Though there's a strong or a fortress right there, so that's good. I don't have to go searching for that. Yeah, well, we're not gonna get any glowing blocks out of there, so I guess I'll just. That was really loud. Oh, my music. Yeah, 30%. That's super loud. Yeah, I guess I'll just put this back and it can replace it later. It doesn't need to glow, I suppose. All right, cool. I think I'm actually going to just wait for this stuff to grow because I didn't have any specific ideas today on doing any kind of builds or anything. And if I try to run off exploring, I'm not going to load any of these chunks. So we might just have to wait around here. I don't know. Potentially. Let me get this stuff, though. And you know what? I'm going to replant. This is a good food source. We're going to have, like, cows going, but potatoes is a good food source, so I might just plant these, get these to be all potatoes. Because I'm not going to eat carrots. And if I'm going to buy golden, or if I'm going to make golden carrots, I'm just going to buy them. So, we'll do this. Yeah, I'll fill that in with potatoes. And I will keep this other stuff, but I don't really need it. There we go. Now we're starting to get somewhere. I think I should just hang out here because that's actually not going to take that long. With now that we're about to be full, I think it'll be pretty quick, so I should probably just hang out here. Let me just put this stuff up real quick. I don't want to lose it. And you know, I realized some transparency here for behind the scenes. When you make videos, YouTube videos or whatever, you tend to... I edit my own videos on the main channel. So a lot of times you'll say certain things. You know, often, like, people... Oh, no. I miscounted here. You'll say certain things, like, a lot. You know, such as, I don't know, hitting the ums, of course. That's, like, number one thing you can think of. But I have caught myself just now saying real quick, real quick, real quick throughout this episode. And I don't edit these videos, so I don't tend to catch those things on the second channel. And it's a different type of commentary because I'm constantly talking and rambling. Which I like doing, but it is different than the main channel. With the main channel, I tend to say what I'm going to say, and I stop talking because I know that I'm not going to include anything else. And so I don't ramble as much. So I don't say these words, and I can't catch myself saying stuff and being annoying because I'm not editing these videos. So a little behind the scenes thing, I just noticed that that's kind of funny. I can't really catch a lot of that stuff unless I hear it in my head, which I'm to be fair, I'm kind of catching. So yeah, that rant over. Let me wait for the sugarcane to grow and see where we're at. I'm gonna let it just go one up all the way to max on all these, and then see where we're at. I'm not gonna sit here for the next 20 days if that's what it takes. Um, but I'm gonna let it grow at least up, and then I'm also going to run over here. Maybe I don't know how long it is, but every 10 minutes or something, I'll come over and maybe every 5 minutes I'll come check and see if these guys are ready to get down and dirty again, which none of them are. That way we can keep those going and at least have something else getting done while we wait for that stuff. It's already growing a little bit, so not too bad. I'll just wait here, and I'll get you guys in just a minute once we get that going. All right, we've let this grow a little bit. I did end up breaking some, and I just expanded what I have here because I only got like, I don't know, like 40 or something like that maybe. So I finished off the rest of the expansion here, Um, and what the heck? And I decided to uh I changed my mind on something that I was just talking about with the whole setup in the back here. Um, Instead of putting the enchantment table back here, I want to put something back here. Obviously, I'm not sure what, because I do want to fill in this space. But what I'm going to do instead is I was looking at this space when I was walking up over there, and I was like, "This is nice. Like, this is a nice little spot." So maybe we'll do something here, similar style to this, maybe even the same block palette, I'm not sure, it's kind of the village block palette here. Um, and then have it go here, and maybe even have a way to get, into the or from the base here, I'm not sure, let me see where we'd probably go here, possibly? I do like the idea of doing something like that, I've done that in a world before, on this channel, quite a ways back at this point. But, yeah, so I think I'm gonna do something here with it because we do have a lot of space right here, to be able to put down that, and I don't know if it's gonna be, like, a complete building. I feel like it probably should be if it's got books and stuff. So, I need to map out, let's do with cobblestone, I guess, where this is going to be. So, let's say we have the enchantment table here, or there, and then we're gonna have our books like that. We'll do something like that. This is not exactly the way I do it, but that'll work. So, we'll need to I'm okay with it basically just taking up enough space to have only that. That's not really something that's gonna bother me too much. And the back here, I'm trying to think. I don't really even know what I want this building to be. It might actually be a little weird. Could be maybe a circular building. I don't do circular buildings too often. Maybe mess around with that real quick. Let's throw up something random here. I don't know. We're gonna just kind of go with whatever fits us. Maybe not completely circle, but semicircle. So, let's do point there and there. Is that how that's gonna work? Maybe I could just do like logs on the bottom. Where's my axe? Let's make a diamond axe and maybe a diamond shovel just so I can replace that one when it breaks here in a moment. Doop doop. There we go. Bam bam. Very nice. All right, and then they'll put that right there. Okay, so yeah, let's do I don't know, wood on the bottom. I suppose that might be best, and then we can obviously do all the random blocks that we did here. But yeah, let's do this. Maybe something like this. Should I go out even more? Let's see. This. Wait, no, I need some room here, so we'll do that. I'll put the dirt here. We're gonna have to mess with this hill a little bit, but that's okay. Because I do need to come out a bit more than I am right now. There we go. And then let's say we do there. If that looks good. I don't like that it's a double door situation, but it might be fitting. And this isn't centered at all. So we might change that. Can I go out one more here? Let's try. It'll kind of solve two problems. So there. Doop doop. No, doop, and then doop doop. Perfect. And then we can have one door. Very nice and simple. Um, and then yeah, we'll mess around with how we're going to do the rest. I should probably just make it a circle, but I do want it to go into the hill, so that's the issue here. We'll see what we can come up with this here, with this little setup. Let's just like go ahead and fill in all the walls here and see what we end up with, because we're gonna need to, you know, texture it as well, just as we did with the other things. And I'll see if I want to make the inside completely nice. I'm gonna grab that so I can just finish this off properly. We get this stair here. And I'm not sure if I'll do like a full-on roof with this because I don't really know how to do that with the circle, but we'll mess around with this. Sometimes I like just doing builds where I have no idea how it's going to look at all, like no clue. Um, and then yeah, for the backside, once we get above the hill, How are we gonna? So let's say we just do the same thing, right? So we'll go out 2 blocks from here, from that edge. So we'll do here, I guess, right? We'll go off of this. So, uh, 2 blocks, 2 blocks, and then a block, I think, right? Let's say that's it. And we'll choose one of these spots to actually have the wood go all the way up. Probably like that corner it's gonna be fitting. And then yeah, same thing here. So from the edge, 2 blocks there. Um, this actually is not end up being as quite a circle as I want it to be. I probably should have gone out from here. I should have gone out to here. Does this look better? No, that actually probably look worse, right? Because it's only gonna be 3 blocks. Eh, is that better? If I did like this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be the most circular. Hmm. That or that? I think I prefer that. Let's do it. Whatever. Why not? Might as well. What did I do? Over 1 to there. And then that's the wall. And we'll destroy those on the inside in just a minute because I'm probably going to end up tearing this back. Make sure all the walls are wooden, at least sort of, or most of them. It can look kind of old. I don't mind. But yeah, and then we'll do 2. And this is going to be there. Okay, and it doesn't need to be like too tall. I can probably have it go to like maybe even here. Nothing crazy. Definitely going to be a weirder looking build. But that's okay. I don't mind, like I said. And so for this, what I'm thinking, we'll cut in half. Or maybe even like... I want to have like a balcony, so... Let me choose a different block for the floor. See what we're going to do for the floor here, so I can do the same thing for the ceiling. I don't want to do this again. And we're going to use andesite. I don't need cobble, because that's going to be the roof. So... Maybe I should do that. Let's try it. Because then it can match the roof. I want it to be on the balcony. We're going to need more andesite. We're going to have to go chomping away. While I'm doing this, I want to make sure I'm still feeding these cows. And this stuff hasn't, a little bit's grown, but not too much. We'll feed these cows because I just did this before I pop back on recording. So these guys should be ready. Beautiful. Awesome. So we're getting quite a few of these guys. We should be ready on leather by the end of the episode, but I'm not sure if we'll be ready on sugarcane. Because this is definitely pretty slow. Like we haven't had any grow since I started that. And we're gonna make this look better. Don't worry, guys. So we'll tear up this so I can put logs down. And then we'll do that on all of these corner bits. Even though, does that fit now? Wait. Does that fit? Oh, that does fit. Okay, it still works. Let's get that. Doop, doop, doop. And here. Perfect. Ouch. So that works, and then we'll do the same thing for these. Don't need to go all the way to the ground, because they're not all the way to the ground, but I will make them as we need to. All right, so for this, we're going to do... I'll end up replacing with andesite if I want to. Let's go ahead and have this be like an additional floor. And we'll do a balcony. Probably right here. Actually, might even make... I kind of have an idea in my head of what I want to do for the roof here. So, let me eat real quick. I'm thinking maybe we do roof directly here, and then just have it come out. That might be nice. Definitely a weird roof that I'm picturing in my head. But it might look pretty good. I'm trying to think of how I do this. Let's say we start it. Balcony's gonna be here. Is that enough? Yeah, that'd be a balcony. Yeah. So we'll do like that, right? Or no, wait. like this. All right, and then this might be one that I should do the tall roof. I'll try that and see how it looks. But first, I'm gonna go to sleep so I don't have any creepers marching up on me and getting rid of me in the process of making. And I have somewhere there's a mob. Okay, of course. All right, I got probably on the other side of this wall here. There's something. I waited a little bit too long to go to sleep. Or not. Wait, where is it? Oh, yeah, there it is. Get out of here, buddy. See you later. Thank you very much. All right, now we can go to sleep so we can stay safe out here. And I'm definitely gonna have to get more materials, like without a doubt, because the roof's gonna be decent sized and I don't have a bunch of andesite. I really don't even have that much cobble on me. Yeah, there's not much here. So we'll kind of get a design we like. I should get a stone cutter going. Do I have any stone in here? I do. We're gonna get a stone cutter. Save us on having to be missing anything. Throw this out here. Right there, why not? Okay. So yeah, let me actually make what I need real quick. So just to get an outline, I'm not really sure how this roof's gonna go. It might hang off the back a little bit, but that's okay. We're gonna do, let's do that. Nope, that. And that. And we'll try this here. So we're gonna have, let's say we do the roof I'm talking about. And we start here. It can hang off. Should it hang off? Yeah, it can hang off. That's fine. Gonna cut into the balcony a little bit. So maybe we should push back where I'm trying to build this to here real quick. Might be better off. Still the same width, so it doesn't make a huge difference. But we have an overhang. I don't want to cut off too much space. So we'll try this roof real quick. So wait, does that work? No, it'll work. It'll work. Okay, so bam. No, wait, this is not how this is done. So we're gonna go doop, 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 doop. And then, yeah, we'll do the outline here. What am I doing? What am I doing? I completely abandoned the pattern, like, immediately. All right, so, doop, 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 boop. Nope. I haven't done one of these roofs in a minute. This may be way too large. I should probably try the regular one first and see what I like about that, because this is gonna take way more materials and be way too tall, I think. So let's try the other one first. And see how we feel about that. And the middle point, where's the middle point? Middle point's gonna be like right here, so I'll just put that there. We know. Yeah, let's go up. And doop, doop, doop. Wait, do I need to do that? No, I shouldn't. Should I do that? Let me take a peek. I can. Let's try it. And I think that's probably better than being. I mean, any taller than that, I feel like it's gonna be just ridiculous. So we'll not do. We'll do it this way, and then we don't even need to worry about how many blocks we have, which is ideal, honestly. There we go. All right, that's looking good. So this will be like a little balcony. Maybe even have it like wide open because we can have fences going here. And we'll throw some fences here. And what are we looking at here? Honestly, weird building, kind of vibing with it. So we're gonna rock with this. We'll get some fences going, and then the roof is just going to go all the way back to here. I don't think I'm gonna try to round it off. I might try a weird roof on the back, but let me grab some more of these stones because I'm gonna need them. I don't have enough of either one of these, but I at least don't have to worry about that. So we can just go ahead and make all of them into stairs. Before I run off to grab those, let me get the fences. If I don't have any, I have a few. And maybe try some fence gates too. This is not enough fences, even if I like the fence gate thing. I think. I think. Based off what I'm thinking here. So let's get going on that. Bam. Bam. That should be enough regardless. And see how we feel about these. All right. And there's no way to get upstairs. I need to light this up before mobs spawn in here. But we'll get all that stuff on the insides here once we actually need to use it. And then I'll probably end up making all the grass here into regular walls. We'll make this look normal on the inside. No reason to have it set up this way. As for our side door, maybe in the back we'll do something like this. I need to check what Y level we're supposed to be on to make sure that we can just land right in there, but I'll check that in a second. First things first, let's get up here if I can. I'm liking how this is going so far. We'll throw ourselves some stairs right here. And do that. Perfect. I like that a lot. And does it look any better? It does look quite nice. All right, cool. So yeah, well, obviously this is like flat up front here. Really flat. So I'm going to probably throw something on the top for trimming. Maybe we'll do... I don't know. We'll do something here. I'm not exactly sure. But either way, we need to texture this and all that. But I'm going to finish the roof first. So let me go grab a bunch of stone from over in our cave back here. And some andesite. We'll need a bunch of that to pretty much bring this roof all the way back here. I'll say at least a few stacks of cobble, maybe a couple stacks of andesite. That's what I'm gonna grab. Let's see if we can get a big area. I know there is some andesite still down here because I didn't grab too much of it. I tore through some diorite though. Ooh. What do we got? What do we got? Andesite right there. Perfect. Okay, and there's cobble everywhere. So I'm gonna just tear up a bunch of this andesite, at least a couple stacks, and a few stacks of cobble, even though I don't have the space for either one of those things. Food. Yeah, I gotta light this up too, because I keep coming down here for stuff. Bam. There's coal, iron. Very nice. And I'll light this up because sometimes down here when it's dark. Perfect. All right. Let me mine up some of this stuff, and I'll be right back in just a moment. All right. I dug out enough here. Should be enough to be able to do what we want to do here. So let's run up top and go to sleep real quick, and then we can actually finish our roof and see if we're going to be weird about it or if I'm just going to let there be overhangs in the back. I'm not honestly sure yet. All right, here we go. Now there may be a reason you don't normally see stuff like this, but we're going to try it. Oh, there's a skelly in there. I'm actually going to have space for this. I do, because I don't need that. I'm going to get this so I make sure it doesn't max out on anything while we are doing what we're trying to be doing here. Let's grab all the sugarcane because I need this stuff. There we go. Okay. I will get a proper one going, and eventually I'm obviously going to get the like automatic one so we can just have stuff working for us and not having to worry about it. But for now, this will do. We don't need to worry about getting all the redstone and quartz and stuff we need for those observers and stuff. I know there's like a cheap way of doing it where you only have one observer, but then it's like way less efficient, so I'm not going to bother setting that up. Let's throw this stuff inside for now, and I'll feed the cows again too, because I'm kind of forgetting to do that. Not been too long. They've probably only been ready for like 5 minutes, but we definitely want to get that going as frequent as possible. Just max out this whole building. Oh, there's 2 babies in there. I'm sorry. Leave them be. They're so freaking cute. I wish you can keep them small like that and have them as like pets. That'd be really cool. All right. Let's hop up here. So the more I think about how I'm going to do the backside, the more I'm kind of like, oh, this could look pretty good. But we're going to make the shape first. And then we'll see. And I'm going to actually cut this back just a little bit to make it easier on myself. Just cut everything back. Hopefully it looks natural enough. I don't want that. I'm going to pick it up anyway, because why wouldn't I? And I need to actually make these stairs, because I didn't do that. Let's get a couple stacks of each, just in case we do need them. Here we go. And then do that. And finish those off. Why not? I can always use this for other stuff if I'm going to keep this block palette. So, yeah, that's good there. So we're going to go back, let's say to here. No, not down. To... This is why I said it's going to be kind of a weird shape. I'm not sure how I feel about this, but it's worth trying, right? All right, and then we'll do the up from here. So that way, I don't know. I feel like that'd be kind of nice. I feel like it would be. And we're gonna have quite a bit of space here in this building. So this is gonna be pretty nice. Gotta make this like feel random here. Okay, that's just like a checkered pattern. What am I doing? All right, doop and doop doop. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. Is that center? I think that is center, so go there, there, and there. This actually makes, kind of makes this a little bit dangerous, but it should be fine. Also, I realize why this is going to be kind of weird. How are we about to do that? That is the question. You know what could help with this? No, I don't know. All right, let's go back here. Let's do the inside of this roof here first. So this is gonna be like, no, not there. Yeah, I just realized why this probably is not a thing that people do, because it doesn't necessarily work. So let's just follow it back as much as we can and see where we can start to potentially fix it on itself. I don't know. I hate trying to do the checker or like the randomness stuff here. It's really annoying. Yeah, we'll just... Nope. Nope. Bam. Okay. Yeah, that works. All right, so that one works. And then this is gonna go like that. No. All right. Yeah, there. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how this is supposed to work. Oh, this is gonna be small too if we do it this way. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I don't like that. Let me just do it and then see, because it doesn't need to be a big build. This is literally the enchantment building. Like, it doesn't need to be anything crazy, really. It can be a nice, simple building. It doesn't need to be anything flashy or you know, need to hold, like, all this stuff. So, it's not, like, too important. Wait, what did I do here? Oh, that's not a finished wall. That's why. I'm like, why does this look weird? Yeah, we'll do that. And then I just want to see. We'll do the one side first. All right. Not checkered, not checkered. Yeah, see, that's where we run into a problem right there. All right, so let's back it off. And then let's say we do some slabs there. And see if we have enough space. I don't know if this is going to look good or even work. But this way, experiment with things, guys. Sometimes you can come out with cool stuff. So we'll just do some slabbage. And see how we feel. Maybe I only go back to like a certain point. And then it can kind of work its way up. From here, maybe? Where does this meet? Let's bring this back. And then we'll go up from somewhere. Let me finish this. I'm gonna do this side and then see where we're at in just a sec. All right. Oh wait, I have to like I have to do the tops here too. Or does no, that doesn't even wait. Okay, so yeah, this is where we can start doing something a little funky, maybe. I need those blocks to stay there, I think. Yeah, to be able to look normal. Maybe excluding this one. Yeah, perfect. So we're going to do a little staircase up from here. And then maybe just have like a nice little wrap. Like that. Throw slab, slab. See what this looks like. I have no idea if this is going to look anything good here, but it's worth messing with, I suppose. Yeah, throw that down. Slab, 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 and stair. Very interesting. Actually, I don't dislike this. I actually kind of like it. Not too bad. Though one of the weirder builds I've ever made. Very interesting roof. But I think it's nice. I think I like it. What maybe could help this out a little bit is having God, I don't think I want to mess with the overhang here. Like, because it kind of has a flat thing here, so maybe if I went like that. But then it might look weird in the front. Let me mess around. So we're going to put some of this stuff up. This looks interesting. We're going to block off. Let's just do that for now. And then we'll do, like, probably have ladders coming up, I imagine. That's going to be the best way of going about this. So do some open up there. Have the ladder going up here. And then, yeah, that's going to be our best option, I think. I'll get the stair on the inside. And then we'll get rid of all this dirt to make it a full, complete area. So ladder on this side. That's good. I like that. So, yeah, let me mess around. So let's find out here what we're going to do. I'm going to need more wood. I'm going to put some of the stones. Let's do the stones in here. Why not? We'll put all this stone away because I don't think we're going to need any of it right now. I either want to mess with trapdoors, which could be easier than the shelves, or can shelves go? Let's see. Let's test some shelves real quick. Can shelves do this? They cannot. They can do that. I don't know how much that's going to help us. Let me try something here. Let's say that we're doing... Yeah, that doesn't work at all. Okay. So you do run into the same problem as you would get with trapdoors. But just wrapping around this would probably look good anyway. So we'll get a... Yeah, we'll do that up top. I think that will actually look decent. But I do need more wood for that. So we're going to have to go get some more logs. And I got to... Gosh, this mobs thing. I have to fill up... Oh, no, it's not dark enough. What do I got going on here? Can I feed the cows? Are you guys hungry? I know it's only been a few minutes, but... Yeah, they made you guys eat very quickly. Some updates ago, I remember that was like a thing that they changed. Very nice. All right, cool. I'm about to start killing some of you guys soon for food, at the very least. But they're filling up the area quite nice. And you could kill me, but you're stuck. So we'll go ahead and just get rid of you. Thank you for your service, sir. Believe it or not, it was much appreciated. All right. I want the iron, though. I don't want to waste that. I don't have that kind of money right now. All right, bam, bam. Perfect. All right. Let's go to sleep. Now that those guys are fed, and then we'll grab some more logs in the morning over in our forest that we're deforesting. Actually, have any of those trees grown? I don't know if they're too far to be growing. Let's check that. What we got? Yes, they are. Oh, perfect. All right, let's chop these down because then we get more saplings to throw over here. And expand our potatoes because that is a good food source. We'll get this maxed out real quick. Might even have enough here to do it. Oh, yeah, we do. Okay, cool. And we'll cook those. Why not? We don't have any steak at the moment. Yeah, we'll take all of this. With these freaking mobs that are... I don't want a bunch of creeper holes. Get away. Thank you. I should take the... I'll do that later. We're going to have a mob farm at some point, so we don't have to worry about getting a bunch of gunpowder. The simplest mob farm, in a single-player world where you're not doing anything ridiculous, like a regular mob farm is Mob Grinder. The original one is perfect for gunpowder. You get plenty, especially if you have a looting sword. Like, you don't need more than that. Yeah, let me chop all these down. Get some amount of wood from them and then replant what I have. And we can head back over and finish decorating the outside of our enchantment building, if that's what we want to call it. Sometimes you got to make weird stuff, right? You know? But it fits. It fits. And I'm already liking the trim. That's helping a lot. We can try to wrap it. Actually, that's going to work out because we can wrap it around this block. But then you hit the roof, so you can't go any further. So we'll see how that looks. Or maybe even do like, yeah, we'll do that. That'll work. And then we'll have to texture it also. The roof's already textured, but to texture that wall, maybe put like a trap door under that, like we did right there. And we could get rid of that stair and do a lantern, just like we did there. Decorate the outside. I think it'll look nice and fine after that. All right, we're gonna have quite the little forest here after this. I didn't expect to get this many saplings, but got quite a few. Look at all those. And there's another one right there. Dense forest we're gonna have. Look, we just like tripled the size of what we just had for trees. So that's nice. And let's plant the rest of these down. And we're almost completed on our thing here. Like, that'll pretty much do it right. Oh, right there. Perfect. I need to get. We'll just put a. Let me just actually do this real quick. I already have. We're gonna have these everywhere. We'll have them all over the place. Yeah. Let's get a chest here. Be able to put the stuff we want. For now, we'll make a building for all this stuff. Maybe a greenhouse or something like that, so these don't stand out at some point. But let's do seeds in there and the hoe, and that clears up a few things. And then for this, we're gonna need. Let's get 12. 4, 5, 6. I really wish, and I'll stand by. I've said this in main channel videos. I think if you're going to use stripped logs for crafting recipes, you should definitely allow like this like they do in RL Craft or whatever mod that I'm thinking of. That should be a thing because to place all these is absolutely ridiculous. Even like I stand by that with I think that the way that you should do like getting concrete is putting a bucket and then concrete powder, because the fact that you have to place it in water, I feel like that's so weird. Nothing else does that. Like, it's so strange that that's the crafting recipe. I can't get past it every time I need to use those kinds of blocks, and there's not a crafting recipe to make. It's like, what? Like, what are you talking about? That's so weird. But anyway, that being said, let me finish what we started up here. I'm going to put this stuff away, and then we can craft ourselves the shelves and whatever else we're going to need. I'll take this. We already have some fences. I used all my... Put this away before I continue. I used all my lanterns, so we'll grab a few here because those are nice to have throughout like a build. They just look so much nicer. Bam. There we go. We need more torches too. There we go. All right. Throw these nuggets in there. Almost enough to recraft another ingot. So yeah, let's. Oh, did I make the shelf? I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Let's make the shelf. Oh, there we go. All right, and that should be enough to get us through what we're trying to do here. All right. So, bam, 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 bam. And then I kind of want to do it like that. I think that looks very nice. Very nice indeed. All right, and then we're going to go ahead. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I got it. That's right. Let's do this properly. It really doesn't even need to. There. It doesn't even need to actually be there because the inside dimensions are honestly better by having the wall flat here. So that's where we're going to leave it. But that does complete that. All right. So as far as, let's go ahead and get a bit of texturing going on here. I don't know. We might skip around doing the weird shelf, the back of the shelf thing, just because I don't know if it's going to be completely necessary. So let's do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and put dirt here because I do want to have all of the logs sideways just so they match better with the thing. Oh, wait. How's that gonna work? Well, like I said, I'll just put dirt, right? Yeah. I want these all to be sideways, because it just fits better. That one doesn't. Dang it. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to do... I have to make a couple exceptions. That's fine. I don't want to have... Yeah, no. I don't like how it looks as much, but I really just don't want the stem to be sticking out like that, so we kind of have to make an exception on pretty much most of these. Jesus. Okay. That's annoying. But it works. We could always throw... Like, what if I put these here? You'd still be able to see. Right? Yeah, you'd still be able to see it through that anyway. So I don't know if it would help me, but maybe I could get a few of those and see if we like that. Craft a few trapdoors real quick. See if we like it being aligned on the side. Let me sleep, damn it. Thank you. Oh boy. I wasn't planning to build anything, but I'm kind of glad we did. Should have a, I don't know. I'm just glad we did build this. I'm happy with it. Let's do that. Yeah. Is that gonna work? Let me see how I feel about this. Yeah, you can't even tell. I'm fine with that. Looks good. So yeah, we'll do the same thing here. And then we can fix this one. There we go. And we only got a few oddballs, so that's perfectly fine. We do need a door. And I'm pretty much good there. Let's go up top. I need a ladder. Jeez Louise. All right. Put that there. Get ourselves a ladder going. See if we have enough here. Yeah, we should be good. Doop, 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 doop. Nope, we're not going to be good. Get rid of that. Oh, I am going to need the logs for this, damn it. Okay, well. That's fine. I will jump up here for now, it's fine. All right, cool. And then, yeah, we'll do the same here. So let's texture it up just a bit. I mean, can I just do this? Does that... Oh, that does work there. Perfect. All right, and then, yeah, let's do... Does that work? No, it does not. Okay, and that's fine. That's plenty. Bam, bam. We'll get rid of this. Throw that there with one of these boys. And I'll just throw that off. I don't want it. And then that lights up everything here. I will hang... Can I hang that there? Yeah, why not? That's fine. Yeah. Hang that there to light this up. That's completely good. So that's all situated. I may just put the walls here. I might just put, like, walls there so I don't have to look at it. It's kind of weird there. You just say it's like a small room if we just had all this going down all the way. And then, yeah, as far as, like, anything else, let me see. I mean, the shelves really help quite a bit. I mean, even the trap doors there on the side. Like, dang, just having shelves and these few blocks here really just changed the way this looks. Um, so I don't even think I really need to do much else. Obviously, we should probably match the pathing, maybe? Unless I just want that one to be extra dirty, which might work. Yeah, because it's like a mine. We'll leave this nice. So I'll just open that up a little bit and do that. And then let's throw a door in here, of course. And we're good on the outside. I'm not going to worry about getting crazy on the inside just yet. We don't need to freak out about that. I'm going to actually see where we're at as far as getting all of the books. I don't know how much we need. You think after playing this game for 15 years, I would have some idea of how much sugarcane, paper, whatever, I would need, but I don't. I have no idea. So we don't have enough of anything else yet, so it's not like it really matters. Go ahead and make this. 2 diamonds? Yeah, I think it is. And a book. Perfect. And then we can go ahead and... Nope. get the few there. I know I do not. I don't even know how many bookshelves I need. I'm pretty bad when it comes to knowing like specific knowledge like that. Um, bam, bam, bam. And a build that I do actually have to get done pretty soon is some kind of a build, or maybe we could do it in here. Ooh, have like a members wall here. I think I'm gonna do that. If we have enough leather to spare, I'll start putting up item frames and putting all of the members' names up on the items board. So I'm gonna automatically just name you guys paper. If you want a specific thing named after you, any of my members here, feel free to let me know, and I will change the paper, which you're gonna be named, um, to naming you after whatever item that may be. Make it reasonable, please, because I will not do anything crazy. You know, if it's a diamond, fine, I can afford that. Maybe even a regular golden apple or something like that. Feel free, but please make it reasonable. But for now, I'll make all 10 of you guys paper, and I'll throw you up here, just like I did last season. If anybody else would like to get their name in the world, and future future perks to come on other things that I might add up, but could name villagers or what have you guys later on. But for now, it's just items. If anybody wants to get their name in the world, feel free to hit the join button down below and become a member. All channel members are appreciated. I'm done with the ad here, but it helps the channel out a ton, and it's the little bit I can do to show some appreciation. So yes, we're gonna throw that up here. If we have enough leather, we'll do it in this episode. All right, let's feed these guys again. They need some wheat for. And then we'll actually take a few of them out. I don't know if we're quite there yet, but we are getting pretty close. So I will try it out here. Let's see. Hello, guys. I'm going to get rid of that pole because it's really in the way, I feel like. There we go. Are they all coming over here? Yeah. And they're all grown, too. That's crazy. Or at least most of them are. Got a few babies in there. Yeah, they're not quite where I would normally take them out, but oh well. I'll just grab a few because we only have 4 bookshelves, so that's definitely not enough. All right. Whoa. I wish I had looting. Still don't know if we're going to get full enchanted bookshelf or enchantment setup in this episode. But I'm certainly going to... Nah, we're not going to get it. But I'm going to try to get as much as I can here. If we can get like some small enchants. We're not even at level 30, so not really like a huge deal. Yeah, we got enough paper though. Let's grab this. I need to make a door. I don't know why I haven't made a door. Go. And then that. And there we go. Got 6. My 15 sticks in my head. I think maybe 15 is enough for books. And I usually do... I can't remember because I think I usually have like something like that. I think that's usually like the way I have it. So go there. And I think that's usually enough. So we need what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 6, 8. Yeah, 8 more. We need 8 more, which is my brain, which is 24 more books. We need 24 more leather, and probably some more paper on top of that. Let me see. So I'm gonna probably let me match that. So I can put down a pressure plate. That's what we're gonna do for the floor, and I'm gonna replace a bunch of this as well. So it's not super duper nice. It can have some andesite mixed into it. I don't want just flat cobble. So I'm gonna go grab some andesite to replace that. And we're not gonna finish the inside here. I'm not gonna bother with that today. It's not gonna be anything fancy for now. So it could be a in-between episode thing maybe where I just make the walls the same as this and then make the floor full. What the heck? But yeah, anyway, I'm not gonna bother with that today. So either way, let's cook up this steak. I need a smoker. And get some andesite, which I put in here. Let me actually grab all the stone stuff and put it in there. Have some semblance of organization going on. That's not stone. There we go. All right, and then grab the andesite, which I don't know if this is enough, but it probably is. Keep our wheat down here. And then we can just replace this. And yeah, we don't have enough leather. So I'm not gonna I'm sorry guys, I'm not gonna do the thing, because I actually think I'm about to wrap this episode up. We gotten pretty close on finishing this. Because we got the build going, I think any further waiting that I'm going to need, I will just do in between episodes and come back ready to craft up the remainder of these bookshelves so that we can start on our getting everything that we need. What am I saying? So that we can get started on actually enchanting some stuff. I can't see what enchants we can get right now before I do end the episode. Let me look at that. Don't need any of that. Keep this. Oh, I already got some lanterns on me. Look at me. I'm not the smartest person. All right. And then this goes here. And we can eat some steak. Beautiful. Okay, let's see what enchants we do have available. I'll take these. I'll take these over there. I don't know why I said it like that. Take this over there. Need a chest in here as well. I'll throw that right there. All right, cool. So what do we got? We got efficiency 2, not too bad. Knockback 1, nothing worth it there. Any of this stuff gonna be worth it? I probably shouldn't even bother with this. I mean, it is protection, but I'd rather just have my pickaxe a little bit quicker. And we're gonna have to go mining again. We're running low on diamonds. I don't even want to waste, but we can always disenchant this stuff, so I have to get grindstone. But we'll get it. Yeah, why not? We get efficiency 2. That's fine. I mean, Unbreaking 2 might be better, but what's the point of having Unbreaking on it if it's just a standard pickaxe? So we'll throw this stuff in here. I'll keep that on me. And then we could... Actually, what do we got else? Efficiency 2? Get a bunch of efficiency 2 stuff. I mean, not terrible. Sharpness? I'll take sharpness 1, I guess. Why not? Yeah. What we got here? Oh, but that's only Unbreaking. And what about the pants? Projectile protection 3? That's not bad for a skeleton, but yeah, we're not going to bother. That's just a waste. That's okay. All right, cool. So we got a efficiency 2 stuff and a sharpness 1, Unbreaking 1. Not too bad. That's not too bad at all. So that's nice. I think we did quite a bit in this episode. I'm actually really happy with this. We're almost set up in here. We got all of our utility stuff done that we need to get done, which is kind of in the waiting game here. Cows are getting there as far as like the amount we need. Just kind of need to max out their pen. So let me actually feed them again. I don't know if we've quite hit the time limit, but we can see real quick. Well, they're mostly babies right now. We only have a few adults because I killed quite a few of them. Oh, they're ready again because all the babies grew up. Nice. Okay. There we go. See, like, there's so many. Why do they like being in the water? I didn't realize that because they all hang out over here. I feel like when I do make, like, a custom barn... What are you guys doing? No, I don't want to kill any more cows. Okay, jeez. When I do make a custom barn, because I'm definitely going to do that, I'm going to put some water in there because I didn't realize they like playing in the water. And I feel bad I haven't done that before. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, all that good jazz. Thank you so much to the channel members. You guys help out the channel a ton. All you guys here, I appreciate you. We'll get you in the world named after some stuff in the next episode. So if you have any preferences, please let me know. Yeah, appreciate everybody coming by, watching. Episode 1's done really well. Thank you guys so much for the support on that. And leave a like if you enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.